Good afternoon, this is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with something like Tetris. It's actually a Sudoku puzzle, but it's called something like Tetris, and this is by Lumos, someone you have seen a few times on the channel as a guest solver. Really looking forward to this one. This isn't one of the Sudoku U series. This is a puzzle that has been submitted as a Lumos submission, but there is a Sudoku U series coming sooner than you may think. But before we get on to that, let's have a look at something like Tetris by Lumos. I'm not sure. Because I record so far in advance, I'm completely out of whack with how the voting is going over on the best of 2023. I think the grand final voting is still running as of me releasing this video, but go check out the community section where there'll either be a post of the results or the grand final vote will still be running at this time. See what that happens. Then I've got to put a video together of all of the results, which should be fun. But yeah, something like Tetris by Lumos. What else is going on with the channel? Of course, please remember to like and subscribe and all of that sort of stuff. Links below to puzzles and puzzle packs. I do have a link below to my free Patreon where you can find collections in the collection section. Dozens of puzzle packs with hundreds of puzzles, all available for free. I regularly post to my Patreon with free videos and free puzzles and all sorts of stuff like that. If people have news to share with me about the Sudoku community or the puzzling community, let me know and I will share it there. The whole point is I want to try and build a place which isn't transitory. A lot of the Discord places and everything, it is really hard to find old stuff. I want to try and find a place where we can build a collection and actually have a thing. I want to help do that. I don't want to be the only place it happens. I'm not trying to gather anything, but I do want to try and make that work. But let's have a look at something like Tetris by Lumos. So, irregular Sudoku rules apply. So the digits 1 to 9 must be placed in each row, column, and region without repetition. So in each row, each column, here's an example, and in each region, so that is a region because it's got the large, the thick black borders, and this is a region. So in each of those, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We've got cages. Now, normally this is called killer. I'm not sure what Lumos is doing here. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cages, and digits may not repeat within cages. Now, red bordered cages, these are not psycho killer cages. I know on my channel people may think red bordered cages. No, these are just normal killer cages. And then we've got quadruples. So digits in a quadruple circle must be placed at least once in the 4 cells touching that circle. They're the rules we've got. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So there's a few ways I could see to start this. The first way I am going to see is this is a 4-cell cage where digits cannot repeat. The minimum digits I can put in are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I add those together, they sum to 10. So they must be 1, 2, 3, and 4. 7, 8, 9 is down here. So this cell here cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 7, 8, 9. So this is a 5 or a 6. Okay, I cannot put 4 into either of those by Sudoku. I cannot put 3 there by Sudoku. So this is a 1, 2, 3 triple. Now, 1, 2, 3 must go in here. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, or 8. So this is 4, 5, or 9 only. Now, if this didn't have a 9 in it, this would sum to 9, and those two digits, would have to sum to 15, which would be possible with 7, 8. So, not sure. Not sure indeed. There are 2 2s in here. Okay, so there are 2 2s around this quadruple. So nowhere else in this row can have 2s in those 2 rows can have 2s in them. Same nowhere else in these columns can have 2s in them. Because 2 is either going to go here, which will knock it out of those 2 and go here. So it's in either those 2 or those 2. So this cannot be a 2. Now, can I put a 2 in a 3-cell? No, this can't be a 2. If this was a 2, those 3 cells there would have to sum to 25. And the minimum I could put in them without repeating would be 7, 8, and 9. And that only sums to 24. So those 2 cells there are 2s. Okay. Sorry, one of the risks about recording in my lunch break is because I actually work for a living. This isn't my job, although sometimes it feels like it. Is that my actual job calls me even during my lunch break? So yeah, sorry about the interruption. So what had I just done? I had just put those twos in. So why did I? Oh no, I had got a little bit further and I was rolling back. So what I was investigating is having put these twos in, and I can see that this makes this an 8-9 pair. As I was looking at this 10 cage, and I was seeing that this 10 cage now must have a 1 in it, because if I don't put a 1 in it, it becomes 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5 is 12. So there is a 1 in this 10 cage. Okay, now what can I find? That puts 1 here and 2 here. Is it this? Where does this 8, 9 go? Down here? Because it can't go in here. So whatever this is goes here. Yeah. This 20 cage doesn't have a 1 or a 2 in it now. So does it need a 3? If it doesn't have a 3, it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5 is 9 plus 6. It'd be 22. This must have a 3 in it, and because of this 3, I can't put 3 here. This is a 3. So these must sum to 17 without using a 1, a 2, or a 3. Must head over 4. Yeah, because 5, 6, 7 is 18, so it must have a 4 in it. So the other two digits, 17 minus 4, so I need 13. Well, I can't, so it's either, well, it can't be 9, 4, so it's 8, 5, or 7, 6. I don't know how to resolve that. So it's 4, 8, 5, or 4, 7, 6. So it puts 9 in one of those. Don't know what that does. Two is up here. Does that do anything? Two is in one of these. Because 2 can't be here or here. Can I put 2 in the 23 cage? The other 3 digits would have to sum to 21. That seems possible. So the 10 cage, this 10 cage is either 136 or 145, because I can't use 2 1s and I can't do 128. Sorry, 127. I don't see why any of those wouldn't be possible. Three in this cage is now in one of those. Three in this row. Oh no, it could be there or there. That could be a 3. Where's 8 in this region? It has to be in one of those three. So 8 and 9 can't be in those. So 8 and 9 is in those. Do I need to put... Can I put both 8 and 9 in a 22 cage? Yes, if the other two digits sum to 5. Which seems okay. It would make this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 sextuple. So I can't put a 3 into this 21 cage. And I can't put a 2 into this 21 cage. What happens if I don't put a 1 into the 21 cage? It would become 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 9 plus 13, which is 22. So there is a 1 in the 21 cage. There's no 3. Man, 4 cell cages, I kind of just want to use... There is a 1. So then I need 3 cells that sum to 20. So there is a 1 in the cage, and this is a terrible pencil mark. So I need 3 cells that sum to 20 that don't use 1, 2, or 3. 4, 5, 6 is 15. So they've got heaps of leeway here. Now, it's telling me that that cell there can't be a 1 because that sees all 4 cells in the cage. But I've got a... Well, this can't be a 1 because there is a 1 in the 10 cage. So there is a 1 in one of those 3. So the 1 in this region is in the cage. Okay. And then there's 3 cells summing to 20. Cool. Without using 2 or 3. Well, there's a 1 around here. So 1 can't be in any of those. Or, okay, let's... This is me being incredibly weirdly curious. 1 can't be in either of those. 1 can't be in any of those. One can't be there. 1 can't be in any of those. 1 can't be in any of those or there. 1 can't be there. Is this giving me anything? Because 1 has to be in one of those 3. If 1 is here, 1 is here, 1 is here. 1 is here. 1 is here. 1 would be in one of those 2. No, that all looks fine, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm not clicking with this irregular. I don't understand it. Okay, so I don't think that's what I should be doing. These sum to 17. That's right, they were 4 plus 2 that sum to 13. So they can't be 9, 4, so they're 5, 8 or 7, 6. So this digit is in one of those two, but I don't know if it's 8 or 9. Six is in one of these three in that region. $20 without using 1, 2, or 3. Doesn't need a 4. If I don't use a 4, 5, 6, 7 is 18. I'm fine. I can see 7 is in one of those two. Does 7 have to go in the 27 cage? Oh, the thing is, I could put a 7 here and here. So putting a 7 here doesn't take 7 out of the 27 cage. And the 27 cage could have a digit as low as a 3 in it. If this is 7, this is an 8, 9 pair. That could be a 3. What is it? What is it? I mean, I keep looking at these shapes, trying to figure out. The problem is the shapes are designed in such a way that it's really hard to see what any law of leftovers might be. Like these go here, but I've already got 2 and 3 in there. These digits are those digits. So there's a 3 in one of those. Okay. That digit isn't in any of those. So it's in one of those. Okay. Those digits are those digits. Again, okay. I'm not seeing... These digits are those digits? I'm not seeing how law of leftovers helps me here. Because, I mean, I could do something like in these 3 columns, those 3 digits are those 3 digits by law of leftovers. So there's a 9 up here. But I can't put 9 in this K. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so This is 3 columns of the Sudoku. So there are 3 1 through 9 in here. But this, which I'm about to highlight, is 3 regions of the Sudoku. So there's 3 sets of 1 through 9 through there. So if I remove all of the cells that are double counted, then those are the same digits. So these 3 digits have to be those 3 digits. Now, because of that, there has to be a 9 in here. But if this was 3, 4, 9, the other digit would have to be 4. So there's no 9 in here, and this becomes a 9. So this becomes an 8, and this becomes a 9. That's brutal. There's no 9 here. So now there is a 9 in this. There's no 8 here. Now there is, this 9 is in one of those 2. This 8 is in one of those 2, so there's no 8 here. So these 3 cells sum to 18. But this could still be 783, I think. And if I use only one of those digits, I've got heaps more freedom. Okay. I'm still not sure how I'm going to get any further. That was a tricky spot. So now that could be an 8. But there's no 9 in this 21 cage. So there's no 1, 2, 3, or 9. Oh man, I want to reach for the killer calculator so bad. Hang on, no, there could be a 3, can't there? Could that be a 3? No, it can't be a 3. This 3 sees all of these. There's no 1, there's no 2, there's no 3, there's no 9. So I need to make 20 out of 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Uh, 4, 5 would need 11. 4, 6 would need 10. 4, 7 would need 9. So there's no 4. 5, 6 would need 9. 5, 7 would need 8. So 5, 7, 8 is possible. 6, 7 would need another 7. This is 1, 5, 7, 8. And there's no 1 there, and there's no 8 in any of those. This is an 8. This is a 1, 5, 7 triple. So these 3 cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, and 9. There's no 9 there. There's no 9 there. This is a 9. This is a 4, 6 pair. So 4 and 6 can't go into those. This is a 4, 6 pair. This is a 6. This is a 4. There's no 4 there. This is a 4. There is a 1 in one of those 2. This is crazy. This 8 takes 8 out of those. 8 is in one of those. 7 is in there and in there. So 7 can't be in either of those two cells. This still could be 136 or 145, but 7 can't be in it. So 7 is in one of those three. This is 5, 7, 8, 9, because the 6 is here. There's no 8 here. There's no 9 here because of the cage. There's no 7 down here. So if this is 7, 8, this is 3. If this is 5, 8, 5, 8 is... I'm terrible at math. 5, 8 is 13 plus 9 is 22. This would be 5. It can't be 5, 8. So it can't be 5, 8. If it's 5, 7, this is 12 plus 9, which is 21, and this would have to be 6. Did I do that right? If this is 5, 8, (13 plus 9) is 22. This would have to be 5. So this is only 3 or 6. But oh, no. I was about to say there's a 6 up here, but this is the 6 on the quadruple. And this can't be 5, 8. It's 5, 7 or 7, 8. So that's a 7. This is not a 7. This is not a 7. Because there must be a 7 in here, because it's either 5, 7 or 7, 8. This can't be a 7 because 7 is in here and in here. So if this was a 7, then that would put 7 here, and I couldn't put 7 around the quadruple. This isn't the 7. This is the 7. Can I put 1 in there? Yeah, so 1 is either here or in one of these. These are 1, 3, 6, and 8. So this is only 1, 3, 6 because I can't put 8 in there. So this is an 8, and there's no 8 here. So this 22 cage does not have an 8 in it. I have opened the killer calculator, but I'm not using it if I can avoid it. There is a 1 in this 23 cage because I can't put 1 here because the 1 up here. There's a 1 in here. Surely I can't have 1 and... Yeah, I can't have 1 and 2 in this cage. Because if I had 1 and 2 in this cage, the other two cells would have to sum to 20. So there's no 2 here. 2 is in here, which means this is not the 2 and this is the 2. So, if this is 1, 3, these would sum to 4. These two would have to sum to 19. This is not 1, 3. This is 1, 6. This is the 3. These are now 10, 19. That's the 8. 8 comes out of here. This is a 5, 9 pair. These sum to 7. So these have to sum to 16. So there's no 8 in them because that would be 8s. So this is the 8. If these sum to 16, these would be 8 and 8. 23 minus 7 is 16. So this is the 8, this is the 2. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but these have to sum to 16. So that's the 7, 9, that's the 3. This 9 makes that the 7 and that the 9. The 7 takes 7 out of both of those, and that becomes the 7. The 1, 5 makes that the 2, and the 2 comes out of those. This is now not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 go into there. This is nuts. Lumos, if this is the sort of puzzle you're setting now, you have stepped up a notch. Like, oof. One, 3, 6 or 1, 4, 5 still seem possible for this. There's no 3 in this 14 cage. There must be a 9 in here now. If this is 4, 5, these would have to sum to 15. But I couldn't use 9, 6, and I can't use 7, 8. There is a 9 in here now. And this 9 takes the 9 out of there. This is the 9. So if this is 9, 4, this would sum to 13. These would have to sum to 11. Could I use 8, 3? Yes. Could I use something else? I couldn't use 9, 2. I could use 8, 3. Couldn't use 7, 4. I could use 5, 6. Okay, there's options. But now, this isn't a 9. This is just an... No, there's an 8 in the box. There's no 8 here, though. Ah, there is an 8 in this cage. So, I have 2 cells summing because this 8 took 8 out of here. So these 2 cells summing to 17, I need another 7. So it's either with 3, 4. So this is either 3, 8 or 2, 8. So there's no 3 here. There's no 2 here. This is the 8 and this is a 2, 3. Which means 8 is up here because of the blue-yellow law of leftovers. So this is 3, 4, 8. 3, 4 is 7 plus 8 is 15. This is 4, 5, 8. There's no 8 there. There's no 8 there. This is the 8. This is a 4, 5. So this is a 4, 5. There is a 4, 5 pair in the column. So this is 1 or 6. This is 1. This is 6. This is 1. These are 3, 4, 5. Giving me a 3, 4, 5 in the column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 go into those. Lumos, what? Why? The 4, 6 makes this the 7 and this the 6. 3 is in one of those two. If this is 1, 4, 5, that still works. If this is 1, 3, 6, I think that still works. This triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5, 8. Now the 1 isn't here because it has to be around the quadruple. This isn't the 8 either. This is the 5. This is a 1, 8 pair. So 1, 8 pair, and the 8 in column 7 makes this the 1 and this the 8. The 5 in the box in the region now makes this the 6. This is the 5. This column is missing 2, 5, 9. Now this isn't a 5. So 5 is down here. But neither of these are 9. So this is the 9. This region now missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 7. And this 2 makes that the 7 and that the 2. Now this is interesting. 22, 30, 39, 44. That's the 1, that's the 3. And these digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. Now, there's no 9 in those, but if I add 3, 4, 6, and 9, 4 and 6 is 10, add 3 is 13, add 9 to 13, I get 22. That did work. So these are 3, 4, 6, and 9. So these are 1, 2, they're not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 5, 7. There's no 2 there. There's no 5 there. This is actually a 1, 7 pair in the column. This is a 2, 5 pair in the column. There's no 2 there. And there's no 2 there. So this is a 1, 5, 7 triple. So that's the 2. That's the 5. This is now the 3. 9, 8, and 3 is 20. So to get to 24, this is the 4, which takes 4 out of there. The 3, 5 pair here looks down, making that a 4, which means by the law of leftovers, that's a 4, that's a 5. I can now get rid of all the colouring. This is nuts. There's no 6 here. There's no 4 here. There's no 4 here. 3, 6 pair takes 3 out of there and 6 out of there. This is a 4, 9 pair. 4, 9, 5, 9. This is 2. So these have to sum to 12. So this can't be a 1. If this is a 7, this is a 5. If this is a 5, this is a 7. This is a 5, 7 pair looking up, making this the 1 and this the 5. That looks down saying this isn't the 1. This is actually just a 4 or a 6 for the column. So this is either 1, 3, if it's 1, 3, 6, or 1, 5. It can't be 1, 5. I can't put 5 into them. This is 1, 3. This is the 6. This is the 4. This is the 6. This is 1, 3. The 3 looks up, making that the 1 and that the 3. The 3 looks back, making that the 5 and that the 3. This is nuts. 5, 9. The 9 makes that 4 and that 9. This 3 makes this 6 and this 3. The 5 here and the 7 look down, making this the 1. So this is the 7, this is the 1, this is the 5, this is the 7. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 2 looks down, making this the 6 and this the 2. This, let's use the row. 1, 2, 3, this is a 4, and that's the solution to the puzzle. Holy hell! Now, I don't know how long it actually took me because I did have to take the break in the middle to answer a work call. Holy hell. Now, it's interesting that the 2892 had the 2 2s in the position that the 2s went in is a bit of a hint. Normally, this clue would read 2289, so this is a bit weird that this clue read this way. But the fact that the 9 and 8 were in the wrong way to confuse you, this was a bit weird, that clue. And the red cages, they are not Psycho Killer. This would be weird as a Psycho Killer puzzle. Lumos, if this is what you're setting as irregular, yeah, turn your attention to Psycho Killer. Wow. That was bonkers. I'm getting a lot of really weird puzzles. Yay! Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. And as always, I need to get back to work. Good luck with your solving.